Let's move on to Bitcoin, shall we? That's a virtual
Bitcoin has now almost overtaken
An all-time high this week of $900. Now, at its peak, if you had have invested $1,000 a year in it, you have to...
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Friday afternoon, evening, wherever you are. It's afternoon here. I'm back. That's right. Had a nice vacation. All good. And crypto's up too. Well, today's kind of going sideways. Bit sideways for a lot of cryptos. There's some still going up. But after the FOMC Fed meeting, raising interest rates 50 basis points, more than I thought. Yes, I admit it. I was deadlocked on 25, but hey, it's all good, especially if it makes prices go up, right? So we're building, right? This is all building. It's been a long summer. Many portfolios are down, particularly since the end of March, if you have a lot of Doge. I get it. But where are we going? It is all of this gearing up for this big bullish rally that's going to be coming. So we're going to be talking about that as well as some other cryptos that have been moving and continue to move that we've talked about for a while. We talk about diversity in portfolios, right? Like similar to stocks, right? You don't typically, when you're buying a stock portfolio, you don't put it all in one stock or just one area. You kind of balance it out so that when one sector is going up, the other sector is sideways, and then it turns around. And so we see a lot of that in crypto as well. So I'm going to talk about that as well. And maybe we'll talk a little bit about what I was doing during the week. It was 90 degrees in Florida yesterday, and it's 60 here in Boston. So a bit of a temperature shock there on the body. But that's how it goes after vacation. So recovering today. Did put out a video this morning. So if you saw that video, that sort of caught up everything that was going on in the week. And now we got Doge trying to get back over 10.5 cents. We have 10.75 as our current target. That is the price that Doge hit just after midnight. At the same time, Bitcoin hit $64,000 before selling back down to 62.8 where Bitcoin is now. So 64,000 for Bitcoin, 10.75 cents for Doge, while we still have the Doge Bitcoin trading pair just kind of blah, 16.7. Bitcoin had a great week. Doge just couldn't keep up with it for now. Because we know Doge will have its day at some point in time. That's what we're waiting for. Continue to accumulate, buy on the dips, particularly with what is coming. So overall crypto bubbles, not a lot of movement. Doge is down 1.3, but here's SUI. You guys have heard me. I'm talking about SUI. I've been talking about it for a month now. And if you didn't get in on it, you still can. It's just at a much higher price now. So I couldn't say it enough. And here's Fetch, which I just bought a few weeks ago. And I'm already up like 50% on that. Getting back into the Fetch artificial super intelligence thing. Have a little AI in your portfolio as well. So we'll talk about those kinds of things. But of course, Dogecoin, why Dogecoin price is gearing up for a bullish rally. This is what we're waiting to hear. RSI, critical resistance level, breakthrough successfully. A successful break could lead to a significant price rise, of course, right? That's what we're waiting for, is that breakout to happen. So Ali has been talking about this, and he's looking at this RSI chart, and where RSI is about to break through a key downward trending resistance line, while at the same time Doge has a downward trending resistance line in its price as well. You break out of those two, we'll go higher. We'll go higher. So what is it going to take for that to happen? Well, one, overall crypto market, as it goes up, Dogecoin will go up, but Dogecoin always needs its own catalyst to make it go even higher. And we've been talking about money transmitter licenses for X payments, even though Doge isn't going to be on X payments right at the start, but it's still exciting for the potential, because Doge does trade very well on potential as well. So that would be the first step, would be to X payments get started. Peer-to-peer transactions in fiat, however they're going to deal with that, I don't know yet. But Doge, getting a digital asset like Dogecoin to be able to be transacted on a platform like that takes all of the money exchange out of the picture. So wherever you are in the world, you can just transfer Doge to Doge, and you don't have to deal with currency exchanges. It'd just be so much easier. So we'll see whether Elon follows along with that or not. So that's what we've got. So that's where we start today. We do have, again, it looks like a bottom. Yes, trader tardigrade Alan says, look, it looks like that Doge has this sort of diamond bottom pattern here where we hit the bottom. We're done. Let's go. Right? Let's just go. That's a very bullish sign right there. That's very bullish. So let's go. And then, of course, zooming out on the 4-year charts, there's more and more of these 4-year charts. This crypto surf, look, we did a very similar thing 4 years ago in 2020. We had a nice little run and then pulled back, yellow and blue. And we just did it again. We just did it again this year. From end of March to where we are now, early September was really kind of the local bottom. We're ready to send it. We're ready to go. This is on a logarithmic chart, so it's by percentage. Ready to go. Well, Dogecoin hit its first golden cross in 4 years. So there's different kinds of golden crosses. So you guys hear about golden cross. It's like there's a daily golden cross. There's a weekly golden cross. This is still the weekly, because we had daily golden crosses. In fact, we had them last year when we pointed them out on our chart. You go to the daily, you've got two lines here. You've got this white line, which is the 200-day moving average. And you have this blue line, which is a 50-day moving average. And actually, we had a crossover that happened right there. I'll put that in red. But that crossover went the other way. That was actually a death cross. That was a daily death cross. I missed it. Didn't even call it out. And that was middle of July. And that was before the big August dump that we had. There was a death cross right there on the daily. And that's when the 50 is higher than the 200, and then it crosses over below signaling a downward trend, and that's the death cross. You go back though, and we had golden crosses. Here was one right here, and we tagged it in November, 21st of November, 2023, right there. We had the 50 go above the 200 daily moving average, and that was the golden cross. That was after Doge had gone on its first run in October that had peaked up at about 8.5 cents. Doge had dipped down again to about 7.1. That's when the golden cross happened, and then Doge ran up to over 10 cents right after that. But that's on a daily. As of right now, we're a long way from a daily golden cross because the 50-day moving average is down here at about 10.1, while the 200 is up here over 13. So that's going to take a while for that to play out. What they're talking about now is the weekly. So all you do is you change the chart to the weekly, and we got to zoom in here and see where these white and blue lines are. The problem is Dogecoin has to get up at least over the 50-day moving average, which is about 11.5 cents now, for that 50-day to start getting closer to the 200-day. And so this thing has just been dragging and dragging and dragging all summer long. I thought August or September we would hit it, but now it's looking like it's probably going to be November before we get the weekly. So I don't know why they're talking about this now with this article, because it's not going to be for a little while. So if you're hearing about golden crosses and all that, it's like there's no golden cross on Dogecoin happening anytime soon. Next we have Dogecoin price enters parabolic phase, targets $2. Not quite yet. Nice run today. It's a start, or this week. It's a start. Gets us out of the nines, right? We revisited the nines. Now we're out of the nines, maybe for good. Did you have a chance to pick up some Dogecoin under 10 cents? Might have been your last chance at that gift. Might have been. But what's going to take for the price to really move up? So this is Trading Shot, and Trading Shot is going back to the 4-year cycles again. The 4-year cycles, 2020 into 2021. 2016 into 2017. And now here we are, 2024, finishing up Q3, heading into Q4, which has been very bullish for crypto every 4 years. So this would be the move, 2024 into 2025, Dogecoin shooting up to about 42 cents, retracing back into the 30s, and then shooting up higher next year, over $1, maybe even higher. That would be the move. Not financial advice. No guarantee anything like that is going to happen, but we know Doge has done that before. 2016 into 2017, 2020 into 2021. It has happened before. What is it going to take to spark that this time, that kind of run? And are we going to see, based on Doge or based on Bitcoin starting to move, are we going to see that flip to alts? Bitcoin dominance will then start scaling down, while a lot of altcoins, like the whole altcoin market, then outperforming Bitcoin. It's happened the last 2 cycles. It cycled from Bitcoin to ETH, and then ETH to the alts, and ETH actually outperformed Bitcoin today, which hadn't happened in a while. ETH is up 3%. Bitcoin is down a little bit. So ETH overall, let me get back to where our chart is today. So ETH ran up last night and then just went sideways, where Bitcoin ran up last night and then traded down. So we're finally starting to see on that ETH BTC trading pair, ETH going up versus Bitcoin. That is typically the first sign of alt season, is ETH making a move against Bitcoin. Now, there are some others, like Sui and Say, Celestia, and others over the past few weeks that have greatly outperformed Bitcoin, but they don't have the weight that Ethereum has, because Ethereum is the number 2 largest cryptocurrency by market cap. So that's, over the past 2 cycles, that has been the start of alt season, is ETH moving up against Bitcoin, then followed by the rest of the altcoin market taking off. So that's what's going on there. Altcoins surge, leaving Bitcoin and Ether behind after Fed cuts interest rate. Not really. Some alts actually have done well. We'll talk about those, but not all altcoins. That hasn't happened yet. And we certainly saw that last night as Bitcoin continues to maintain its dominance. We look at the Bitcoin dominance chart and we say, yeah, it's still 58%, even though it's down from last night. But we zoom out to the 4-hour chart and it's still up here. Peaked up at about 58.6%. Now back to 58. Could that have been the peak of Bitcoin dominance right there last night? And now we're going to see ETH outperforming Bitcoin consistently and then rolling into alts. That is what we're waiting to see. We talk a lot about where to store your crypto. Another crypto exchange was hacked. This is BingX. Someone got access to a hot wallet, some manner, $43 million. Now, this is exchange hot wallet. Shouldn't affect any individual users because they weren't taken from individual users' wallets, because on BingX, you don't actually have wallets. But it does affect the exchange. Of course, the exchange is saying, hey, all users' funds are safe. Right? Have you heard that before? Voyager, Celsius? Now, eventually people get paid back for those things. But it's not good. So unless you're trading, and on BingX, a lot of people do leverage trading. You do shorting, do long leverages, right? You can do that on BingX. Again, I don't do that kind of trading. I'm in the United States. I trade on Robinhood and Coinbase. In fact, Robinhood is just what I started with. Now most of my trading is done on Coinbase. I just like their exchange better for trading. And I just do swing trades. I don't do any leverage, no futures kind of trading. That's just me, because I'm in, again, looking at the big picture, 4-year cycles, buy on the dips, accumulate during the bear, and then we'll talk about when to sell and take profits. Keeping some for longer term. Now, some of you are just all into crypto. You're just going to keep buying and never sell. Don't say never, right? You want to be able to take a little off the table, enjoy a little bit of profits. We'll talk about that. Otherwise, it's all on paper. Unless your goal is to really just use cryptocurrency for actual payments, buying things. But a lot of us are here to make profits on our investing. Because we know fiat, right? Your dollar, especially US dollars, inflating away. Put it in crypto. Crypto is going to go up, we presume, more than what you're going to lose in inflation. versus the dollar. So what do we talk about? We talk about not leaving your coins on exchanges, putting them in a hardware wallet. They're your coins. Your coins. Again, as Doge Tipping reminds, keep your coins in your private wallet instead of in the exchange, not your keys, not your Dogecoin. Exchanges are only meant for trading. Don't hold your Doge on exchanges. Now, this was from MyDoge, and I do have a MyDoge wallet as well, which is a soft wallet that's on my phone. I keep some Dogecoin in there, not a lot, just some, for tipping and paying for things. It's really handy to have, but I'm not having millions of Dogecoin sitting in a soft wallet on a phone, right? Because that's another way hackers can get in, right? They can get into your phone, do SIM swapping, all of those kinds of things. Not chancing that. So hardware wallets. This is my Ledger Nano S Plus. I have a link in the description below if you want to check out Ledger. I do have an affiliate link. So if you buy a Ledger through my link, I get a little bit extra from Ledger. But this is what I use. This is my main crypto holdings, the hardware wallet. I also use Exodus. Exodus I have, which I don't use the app on Exodus. I use it on a separate computer where I do staking for like Algorand and VeChain and Cardano. That staking is all done through Exodus. It can be done through the Exodus wallet. With Ledger, I just don't really trust the leverage live staking. I don't know. It's probably okay. I'm just not doing it. I do that separately on Exodus because I keep most of my core holdings here. And I keep some on exchanges as well. If I feel like taking some profits, I got some there. But that's it for the exchanges. So just wanted to say that. And this is about liquidations again. It's all about liquidations. You guys are getting tired of hearing me talk about liquidations, but most of the day we had prices going down and we had large, long leverage trades getting liquidated. We had one at ETH at 25.28, price of ETH for 1.26 million, 25.28. So we go to the ETH chart and we see that ETH dipped down here, right there, 25.28, right there. Dipped down, grabbed that leverage trade, liquidated it, and then moved back up. So typically what's happening is price starts to come up, gets these big green candles. You got these leverage traders saying, okay, I'm going to do my leverage trade based on this. Price is going to go up. I'm going to do a 2x, 5x. And then price ends up dumping down, leverage trade liquidated. That's what it's about. Now we can look at the heat map and we can say this is Bitcoins. We can look at this for a number of different coins and we can see where are the big leverage dollars. So Bitcoin today, we had these big leverage taken out right here, this line at 62,425. Big heavy leverage trade. Bitcoin went down, took those out. On the short side, there's not a lot of new heavy shorts. The big heavy shorts are up here at 64.3, 64.4, 64.5. So Bitcoin would need to move up in price over 64,000 to take out these shorts. These are big shorts here. Now we can look at this and we can say, well, let's look at what this looks like on ETH, because on ETH you can see where the big heavy leverage trades are. So a lot of big heavy ETH trade, and look at this big one right here on ETH, 25.73. Big leverage there. I wouldn't be surprised to see ETH go up to that level and take that out. That's how it moves. That's why cryptocurrency moves up and down. We haven't seen any fresh new leverage in a bit. But we can also look at Doge because they have a chart for Doge as well. Where's all the Doge leverage? It's quite a bit down here in the low 10s, 10.226 to 10.312. But pretty mild compared to what we see on ETH and Bitcoin. The heavier Doge leverage is up here, which are shorts. And these are where those shorts get liquidated, up at 10.87 and 10.91, these big yellow lines here. And then, of course, you can zoom out and you can say, well, there's some even bigger ones. You zoom out on the weekly, you can see where the huge leverage is. So not so much up here. We just looked at this down at 10.2, and there's still all these long leverage Doge trades, most of which started back here. This would be on Monday, right? And yet, Doge probably isn't going to come back to that level, I don't think. So those traders are going to make good. Now we can look at the 3-month, and we can see even bigger zoomed out where these leveraged dollars are. Big ones, 13.6 cents, 13.95 cents. And not too much on the long. These are big shorts here. And these were all from back in July. So that's what we've got. And whoever was shorting Doge back here and opened these up at like 13.5 cents, they're sitting, I mean, these are still open, and they're sitting on a lot of profit here. So anyway, just a point of reference. As Doge does hit 10.5 cents. Thank you, Dancing Doge. Nice. Let's go. So that's what I got to open with. Let me check with you guys in the chat, see what's going on. Again, breakout coming, the big rally coming. Not yet. This is to get us out of the 9s, right? 10.5, good. We've got some resistance up here, 10.75, 10.8. Get above that, get over 11 cents. Get some more breathing room there. So in October, we'll be ready to go. Rock and roll, right? Ready to go. Hey, Ryan. Yes? I'm back. Did you miss me? You guys were okay. You were all right. Especially when it's a good week, right? Sui has been a nice run. I know, Ryan. Again, did you guys hear me talking about Sui? And I've been talking about it for weeks, and I've been buying it as well. Yes, Kriss bought a bunch of Sui, and now I'm up quite a bit. But that is a great chart right there. That's a great chart. Blew right past 1.38 resistance, now up to $1.50. Big run for Sui. And I was talking about it when Sui was down here at 60 cents. Talking about buying Sui. And you would have more than doubled your money if you had bought then. But that's okay. I understand. You're buying Doge. You can buy Doge on the dips. That's good too. But I've got a diversified portfolio. And for those asking me, for months now, you've been asking me, when I sell, what am I going to keep holding on to? And I'm always going to have Doge. I'm always going to have Bitcoin. And then what did I say about the third? It's Sui. Because I think Sui is still going to be a top 10 cryptocurrency. And I've been saying that for months. And now SUI is up to, because it's been moving, it's up to number 24 now. Look at that. And it's over 7 days. It's up 44%. In 7 days, 44%. SUI. It's good to be diversified. For Doge, we're still in my September, the range of my September price prediction. This is this white line here. And we're right above it, not too far away. This is my September price prediction, still in play for Dogecoin. Hey, low boy. Vacation was fun. A lot of fun. Get away. Especially Universal. It was so much fun. We had a blast. I posted pictures, if you guys didn't see, on X Twitter. If you saw my profile. Well, this was yesterday. Yesterday I was lounging by pool. Drinking fruity drinks. Enjoying the day. But before that, it was Duff beer. In Simpsons Land, drinking some Duff beer. Talking to the night bus, which is right across at Universal from the Dragon Alley. A lot of fun. All the Harry Potter stuff. Incredible Hulk coaster. Islands of Adventure. And great food. Yummy, yummy food. So yeah, Universal. That's where we were. Great time. Good to take that break and get away from the mundane day-to-day stuff, right? So that was me. Hey, Zach, chosen one. I see you. Connor. Doge will have its day. It's not yet. It's building, though. Jay, thank you, sir. Yep. Fun vacation. Bibbles is a bear. Doge is dead until 2026. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking at. Merritt as well. Another bear in the house. Elon can't pump Doge. He's not trying to. Not yet. Hey, Roz. Yo, David. Ryan, looking to scoop some more Jasmy. Jasmy's holding on to 2 cents. It did dip below. I saw a little bit the other day. Go to a 4-hour chart. You can see. So here it was last week. 1.9. This blue line is the 2 cent line for Jasmy. Well, earlier this week, right before the big FOMC pump, you could have gotten Jasmy 1.89 right there for Jasmy. But again, the big picture on Jasmy is 4 cents. So it has lost half of its value since the big pump we had May into June on Jasmy here to 4 cents. So now at 2 cents, double in price just to get back up where it was in June, which could happen quickly for Jasmy. But Jasmy didn't drop all the way back below a penny. Many were expecting, wow, that was Jasmy's run. Now it's just going to die all the way back down to where it was in February. Nope. Didn't happen. Holding very strong. This is actually a pretty good looking chart for a turnaround here. Another one is Fetch. This one we talked about. I had initially bought at 36 and I'd sold. I don't remember where I sold. It was like $1.25 or so. I took profit a little too soon. But I just bought back in at $1.05, which is this line. And that was a couple weeks ago. And now it's curling back up, looking strong for fetch. We can talk about some other cryptocurrencies if you guys want. We'll just keep the Doge chart up for now. Fear Paul says Doge is a buy. Almost any top 50 crypto is a buy. Almost. Those XRP fans out there, I still feel sorry for. Doge to the moon? Depending on what you think the moon is, Ardos. Kevin says all-time high of Doge will most likely be end of December. And again, I'm saying, let's see what happens. Doge's big price runs depend on a catalyst. And I don't see that happening by the end of the year. Doge will do very well by the end of the year, but I don't think it's going to be its all-time high. That's just me, though, because I don't see that big catalyst happening yet. Yeah, I'm not really a Floridian, but had fun in Florida. ETH hasn't gone back down, though. We just showed it. ETH went up and then has gone sideways. Look at ETH's chart. That's pretty strong. Come on, Mert. You got to look at the charts. ETH is not going to drop below 1,500. Nope. Soon. Yeah, trademark that, right, Ryan? Soon. Yeah, I don't think Bitcoin's going to drop down to 55 to take out those other longs down there. I don't think so. Not at this point. Matthew, I just hope I'll manage to accumulate 1.2 million Doge. You're getting close. Good to have a target. Yep, I made it back. All's good. It was a late flight last night, but I made it. My CD isn't free until October. That excess money can't get here fast enough. Ready to buy more Doge. Sorry, Jace. Yeah, get locked up in a CD. That's pretty tough. But yeah, you asked me about that, and I did not. We walked in front of the hard rock, but I didn't walk around it, so I did not see it. We were doing so much. There was just so much to do. I know, Mert. Betting the farm on an altcoin before full-blown recession is wild. But here's the thing. As I've been saying for 9 months now, we're already in a recession. The administration has been lying about the numbers. And I think the overall crypto trading is going to be outside of the recession, the way things are going this cycle. So, and if you don't take a risk in life, what's it worth, you know? And I don't think it's a big risk. Just don't trade with leverage. Again, not financial advice, not telling you what to do, but just be careful. And chasing all those stupid shit coins. No. Play it smart. Trust Wallet. Sergio, if you're going to use Trust Wallet on your phone, make sure you've got 2-factor authentication, thumbprints, retina scans, whatever you need to do to secure your phone and for the app itself. And make sure your seed phrase, you don't take a picture of it, right? And you don't put it in a Google Doc, right? Play it safe. And then your trust wallet should be fine. But you got to treat your phone. If you've got a significant amount of coins on your trust wallet, on your phone, that your phone has access to, you got to treat your phone like Fort Knox. I mean, it's like whatever safety features you need to put on your phone, do that. And then your trust wallet's probably okay. But you got to lock it down. And I know it's a pain in the butt every time you pick up your phone, typing in your PIN or doing the Face ID or whatever you do, right? It's a pain, but if you're going to have a significant amount of your crypto accessible through a phone, you got to lock that phone down. Thanks, Ryan. We got a lot of good pictures. Had a lot of fun. It's hard to take a bad picture when you're at Universal. It's really hard. All good, all good. Yes, Roz, I think it is impossible for Doge to reach 75 cents by December without utility. I don't think this cycle we're going to see a big run on Doge just based on hype and memes. That's just my thought. Yeah, I looked at Kevin's post about Doge, and mine's very similar. I just don't think it's going to peak out like Kevin does. I think we're going to go for a run into 2025. That's where I disagree with him. But when I did my price prediction video from back on January 1st for 2024, I had two predictions, right? Either Doge is incorporated onto X payments, right? Or it's not. And I gave two different scenarios. And that was way back in January. I said that. And it's still true today. Here we are, 9 months later. Yes, they had the Spider-Man ride. Yeah, it's in Maine Universal Park. Fun. No, wait. It's in Islands, right? Yes, it was fun. Spidey. I'm a Spidey fan. Just noticed Sui will have another token unlock. Yeah, they have a lot of token unlocks. Small percentages, though. Right? The big token unlock already happened. And now it's just a whole series of small ones going forward. And you can see that if you go on to, it logged me out. If you go into CoinMarketCap and you go down to Sui here, you can look at, yeah, it logged me out. Why did it do that? You can go down here to Sui token unlocks. And we'll talk about this unlock schedule here. So this was the big one that it had. And this was back in April, was this big one. And now it's just these little stair steps. And then eventually by 2026, it starts evening out. But that's what they have for token unlocks. But the big one was April, and that's behind us. Us being like, I own Sui. No, I don't. I have Sui tokens. But you can look at that here on CoinMarketCap. They have on many of the coins now on CoinMarketCap that have unlock schedules published. CoinMarketCap publishes them as well, which is cool to see. It's good information, just so you know what you're buying into. Fetch is going up. I just got another notice on Fetch. Where is it? There it is. Going up. Look at that. So here late Friday afternoon, still seeing good price action on a lot of alts. Still happening. Let's get Doge up to 1075. That'd be great if it reached it this stream, but I don't think we're going to make it. Becky, all-time highs for Doge are going to be based on when's the catalyst? When is the big news for Doge this cycle? And that's when the FOMO will kick in. That's when Doge will be everywhere. Everybody will be talking about it. It's based on that. Yeah, shitcoins. Well, I should say tokens, right? It's all of those Solana, ETH tokens, where all those meme tokens, a lot of people just throwing their money away at those. So, yeah, I got a lot of sun. I got a lot of sun, folks. Kind of hard to miss it when you're walking around outside for 3 straight days. Hey, Matt, how are you? For the profits that I don't use from crypto, it would be better to stick those into S&P 500 and Dow Jones or the bank. So mine's the third choice, what I'm doing, and that's real estate. That's what I'm taking profits for, is real estate. But that's my journey, right? And whatever I have left over would probably go in the stock market. I won't be buying more crypto, late 2025 into 2026, assuming, again, we're going to be still following the same 4-year cycles. We'll see what's going on with the economy too. Overall, S&P 500, it's hard to believe that it would continue to keep hitting all-time highs. Somewhere there's going to be a pullback in the stock market. It's going to happen at some point in time. Right now, it's just still charging ahead. So if you can live with that, and already the bank percentages they're given for CDs, interest accounts, ticked down this week because the Fed lowered rates. So that carries through to the percentage of interest that you earn. Like Robinhood dropped from 5.2 to 4.8, 4.75, something like that on their Robinhood Gold account. So they just lowered their percentage. So by the time it gets to, say, next summer, if the Fed has lowered interest rates by 2 whole percentage points or more, then your actual savings rate that you're going to get is going to be pretty low again. But that's how those cycles work. But you still don't want, you don't want to lose money during another bear market. Maybe a little bit. I'll keep a little in Bitcoin. I'll keep a little in Doge, just in case it's a super cycle and there's not a huge dip again. But I'm taking profits, 2025. iPhone 16, it's out. Yeah, I'm not getting it. I'm good with my 14 still. It's doing fine. No complaints. Don't need the 16 till the battery dies, but the battery's been pretty good. So I'm happy with the 14. Still don't need. I get all these things from Verizon, right? Yeah, you can upgrade. Ready for an upgrade. But I'm like, yeah, I don't need that yet. We don't know, Joseph, how much into 2025 the cycle could be. The 2021 cycle ended in November of 2021. The 2017 cycle was December 2017. So by that, maybe 2025 is October. Right? It's 1 month shorter. So You'll never hit the top. You'll never know when the top is going to be. So we'll be talking strategies on how to layer out. Try and do the best you can. Sci-Fi's got the Google Pixel Pro. Oh, yours just arrived? Well, congratulations, Ryan. Spider-Man ride is one of your favorites. Mine's Hagrid's. The Hagrid's, the motorbike adventure. That's a great ride. So much fun. We did that twice. We went after, it was like after lunch, we went back because we did the early admission, right? And went right there and rode it after waiting in line for like half an hour. And then right after lunch, we saw there was a dip in the wait time. So we went back and rode it again. Great ride. If we don't hit $1, we can still have an event. It'll just be different. That's all. The likelihood of Doge X on payment or Doge on X payments, that's all up to Elon. But I don't think it's going to be by December. Elon is going to be lucky just to have X payments for fiat done by December, the way things are going. You think the cycles will change moving forward? They could, but so far there have been really solid 4-year cycles. And so I'm not betting against it. You upgraded from the iPhone 13, battery was starting to go. That's what it does. It's the battery. It's all the battery. Sometimes it's memory. If you've got an older phone and you just need more memory because you're doing a lot more like video stuff, you need room. You need room for that stuff. Yeah. Hagrid's. The inside one, the Journey ride. Oh man, I was getting sick during that because it's like jerks you around with all the screens. It's like I was feeling bad. That was really disorienting. I was just like, oh, I cannot do those kinds of rides. Not like that. Oh. I had my old phone for 5 years. It's heavy. Yeah, but the thinner and lighter they get, I think they're going to be prone to other problems, is my guess on phones. If they keep making them thinner and thinner, there's going to be other problems that come with it. But I'm happy with my 14 still. Works great for me. So what else is moving? Let me get out of the SUI page here. And I'm sorry, this is in white. I'm not going to log back in during the stream here. I don't know why it logged me out. I was fine. If we click on 7 days and we see which have done the best, SUI is number 1, Celestia number 2. And I own both of those. So good week for Kriss on his other altcoins, particularly SUI and Celestia. And here's IMX, here's Fetch, here's Aptos, here's Say, and I only own just a little bit of Aptos and Say now, but more IMX and Fetch. So when you see these big numbers out here, that's when you're talking like, this is alt season, feels like it's starting with these kinds of movements. But when it's real alt season, like this is weekly for almost all the altcoins. But that's what we're waiting for, is the big move. And it might still be a little early for that, but SUI, Celestia as well. Celestia just got slammed over the summer. Got really beaten down. So it's still recovering quite a bit. So there's a lot of that going on. I love the Apple phone. It works for me, Roz. A car phone. Yeah. What else going on? Not too much else. I mean, that's kind of where we are heading into the weekend. Is Doge going to just stick around here about 10.5 cents? Kind of where I'm thinking. Again, this white line here is my September price prediction line, and Doge just hangs out above that. And we're okay going into October. Again, we'll be looking at that, the 4-year cycles, what happens on, the beginning of Q4, October 1st. I'll be doing my October price prediction video, but I'll also include the whole quarter to the end of the year, sort of in that. I'm planning on, because traditionally these have been great months for crypto. We have the US presidential election coming up. We got global liquidity loosening up. We just had the first rate cut from the US Fed. That there was a very good reaction in the crypto markets to that. And we'll see how that continues. When's the next FOMC meeting? Another rate cut, most likely again. All of that to talk about. So that's all coming up. Everyone, I hope you have a great Friday night. I'm planning on it as well because I have a concert to go to. 21 Pilots. 21 Pilots are here in Boston. And we're going tonight. We're not on the floor, though. We're staying out of the mob. Just going to sit up high and enjoy it. It's going to be fun. Love the music. Looking forward to seeing the show. Probably have a video sometime this weekend, and then we'll be live again Monday at 4 o'clock. So hope to see you all there. Hope everyone has a great weekend. I hope crypto stays up in price over the weekend as well. We don't see some crazy, huge market manipulation going down to snag 55,000 Bitcoin leverage longs. Wow, we don't see it. They made their money fine. Exchanges kind of have to figure it. Okay, they're going to make their money. Let's go grab those shorts. Let's go up to 65K, grab those shorts, and then keep moving up. That's what I want to see. And of course, the same with Doge. Hope you all are well. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.